What is up, y'all? Back at it again with another video. Today I'm on the brand new bike, the brand new dirt bike, we'll call it. Yes, this is my 2022 Honda Grom. Just picked it up a couple weeks ago. Haven't really got much time to spend on it. I've done 129 miles right now. So the bike says, as of right now, I'm averaging 120 miles per gallon, which is really, really respectable. You see some pretty bold claims on the fuel economy for these things, and I'm here to tell you that it is true. Kind of talking on the review aspect of this bike, getting it in neutral isn't the easiest thing ever, but there it is, the 2022 Honda Grom. I got it in black. This is the base model, so no ABS. I like the color, though. I didn't want to go with any of the kind of bright stuff. I wanted to kind of be low-key on this one. I do wish the black came with the gold fork legs, but such is life. It's cool because it matches that. Granted, I think I'm going to take all of that stuff off and get it powder coated black. But anyway, here's the bike. Like I said, the fuel economy is stand up. I've done wide open for long periods of time. I've done two up. I've done a little bit of off-roading, not anything too crazy. This is going to be the most extreme thing I've done so far, and you know this isn't very much. This is typically where I take my e-bike to test them off-road. But we got the Grom out today. Overall, I am super impressed with this bike. There's a couple shortcomings, but that is to be expected. These turn signals are awful. Those got to go. Mirrors are actually pretty good. The levers are your classic big dorky Honda ones, so those got to go. Fender, ooh, this whole assembly is pretty ugly, and mine came essentially broken from the factory. I got this bike straight out of the box, like straight out of the crate at a Honda dealer down in McDonough. I looked on their website. They were the closest one to me for 2022. It didn't even say what color it was, so I kind of went out on a limb there. I told myself if it was the red, white, and blue one, I'd get it. If it was the blue one, I'd get it, but I really wanted the black, so I'm stoked that they had it. They had two. The other one was yellow. The bike had a ticket price of like $3,400, which with all their insane fees ended up to be about $5,000 out the door, but I think it was worth it. I really enjoy it. $5,000 for a brand new motorcycle still isn't bad. One that should be reliable and one that is sipping gas. But kind of to continue on little bits and bobs about it, I'm getting rid of the exhaust. Vance & Hines has an exhaust coming soon. Vance & Hines, respectable company. They make really great products. I would prefer Two Brothers, but they don't have one yet. Vance & Hines is going to have it out in a couple weeks, so I'm going to grab that. It looks really good. There'll be an install video on that when it comes on, obviously. I think I'm gonna run Öhlins on both ends. The Öhlins for this bike full set is like $600, so you can't turn that down. Not only will it look cool, it's gonna perform a lot better. I already have the fender eliminator. I don't know if I said that, but I just got to install it. These gloves do not stay like latched very well. They should be like on the top. Alpine Stars, just do a little bit better. I love you, but just do a little bit better. But the build for this bike is going to be pretty mellow. I'm going to put a 12 bar on the rear, like a little stunt cage, like a 12 o'clock bar. So just so I have more protection, because this is going to be a dirt bike essentially. It's going to be my dirt bike. You guys know what kind of dirt riding I do. It's nothing too extreme. But I'm going to get that so I have some protection on the back. Hopefully they come out with some sort of crash guard up front or skid plate, but time will tell. I'm going to grab some Maxxis like dual sport tires, the same tires everybody puts on their Groms. I'm going to grab a set of those, and I'm going to try to see if I can find a high mounted fender, mostly for looks, kind of like a sumo fender. I had a universal fit sumo fender, but like it was way too long because it was intended for a full-size bike, so I'll try to make something happen. But really just subtle changes, nothing too crazy. My dream handlebar setup would be a tall riser and then a flat-ish pro taper bar, so I get the height still the same but have a stronger bar, kind of like they do on like a lot of those club style Harleys, like those club style Dynas. Just tall riser, flat bar. I like that look, so probably gonna do that at some point. The mirrors, like I said, aren't bad for some like factory pretty cheap plastic joints. They do the trick, so I'll probably leave those on for now. No need to spend the money. There's loose talk about me selling my Bonneville. I just don't super love it. It's been fine. It's been fun, but it's just been underwhelming, really. And with this now, I don't see myself riding it super often. So if I do that, I might scavenge the really cool Triumph mirrors off of that and put it on here just because they're really dope. Maybe even scavenge the turn signals off the Triumph because they were, almost $400 for the set. So try to get my use out of them. I'll throw these factory Honda ones on the Triumph when I sell it. But yeah, let's take it around. Let's go hit some hills, see what it can do, explore this little area. I don't really like calling it exploring because I already been here many times, so I know exactly what's out here. But woo, got some get up and go. This bike is just a lot of fun. It's really fun just to be able to maneuver any little tight area. Let's put it in first. Ooh, go through here. Skirt. No leg down, no leg down. Woo, no leg down. I got it. No leg down. Oh yeah, boy. The balance is key. This bike is just super fun, dude. I love it. If you're just trying to do some exploring, just have a little bit of fun right in your neighborhood or close to your neighborhood. In my case, I'm not right in my neighborhood, but I'm pretty close. You can't beat something like this because everywhere is a playground. Everywhere is a playground. Scoot. Pretty good on stock stuff. Brakes are strong. Got a little air there. Kind of jammed my thumb a little bit on that one. But as you can see, the bike's just humming along. I've got 129 miles on it. It's saying I'm averaging 120 miles per gallon, which makes sense to me because I have a couple bars left on the fuel gauge. Not a ton of gas left, but I've been going in on this thing, dude. I've been like wide opening it. I'm between 205 and 210 pounds on average. So I'm not the lightest fellow, probably heavier than they intended to be on a Grom. And I've had a passenger that probably weighs about 120 pounds on the back for several rides. And it was been good. Like we were bouncing around, having a little date night, doing that little thing. It was fun. From what I'm told, the passenger accommodations, awful. Apparently the seat's really stiff, really hard. But I was having a good time. She was having a good time. She wasn't really complaining. She just pointed out that the seat wasn't like super ideal, but for a little mini bike, not bad. I will say straight up, this bike has been so much fun and so much better than the last Grom I rode and the Z125 that I had a couple rides on. It's so much better than that I really don't see myself riding big bikes for a while. Like I started on small bikes. I started riding vintage Vespas, modern Vespas, some Japanese twist and go scooters. This is really, really fun. It kind of reminds me of how much fun it was to ride my old Honda Trails. You can just rip around super easy. You guys saw me navigating all that. It has enough power to get up and go. On my own, on a slight decline, I hit 62. On the flat, I'm holding 55 pretty easily. I am a big boy, so when I get a steep incline, it does drop to like 45, 50, which is still plenty on the 35 mile an hour roads around here. I'm respectful. I get in the right lane. There's almost always two in Georgia. So I stay to the right, let the speed demons blast on by, and I have my fun. Parts for this thing is the best part about it. The parts are really cheap. There's not a whole lot out for it yet because it is the 2022 model, but the stuff that is out is so cheap compared to what you would expect for like a big bike. So I'm just really excited to kind of do my little build. I am going to be doing the Smoky Mountain 500. I decided on that. So this is going to be the bike I take on that. So I'd really like to have a skid plate before that because there's a lot of rocks and water crossings on that ride. Let's see if we can climb this hill. So far, so good. So far, so good. So far, so good. Turn. First gear pulls, y'all. This bike rules, dude. Yeah, so I'd like to have a skid plate before the Smoky Mountain 500 just for that extra layer of protection. But if there isn't one, I'll still send it. Woo, that is steep. It's just something I'd really prefer to have. I do have some Acerbis, however you pronounce them, handguards for this. I need to go down there, but I'm waiting for the shorty levers so that they clear the handguards really well, like the brush guard portion of it. Otherwise, this bike is pretty good to go. There's a couple little nitpicky things that you know that I just don't like keyed gas caps are like my nemesis. I hate them. So I am gonna buy like a racing style gas cap as soon as one is available, something I can just twist off. But other than that, I'm having a really good time with it. This is just kind of my like first little real focused ride on it. Like I've been riding around, commuting on it, going to the store, but I haven't really been paying too much attention to how the bike handles or anything. I just kind of putzing along, you know. But now that I've actually had a really good ride on it, it's good. there are a couple complaints. The suspension isn't super hot. It's good. It's good enough, but it's not super hot, which you would expect for a bike this cheap. It is very quiet, which is cool for doing shit like this. I can get away with it. Nobody's bothering me. Nobody's any of the wiser that I'm around here messing around. But it is kind of dangerous in traffic. I've had a couple times where people almost merged into me. If you're going to be on a small bike, please try to make it loud. They already can't see a standard motorcycle. They definitely can't see a mini moto. They most certainly can't see a mini moto that's dead silent. So if you can make it a little louder, you'll be a little safer. Just consider that. I know the whole loud pipe save lives things is kind of annoying. It's always some Harley bro saying it, but if you can be safe or do something that might make you safer, it's worth it. It's worth it just to go ahead and do it. Ooh, so I got this new stone driveway, and the installer was talking about these wooden like edging things for the side of it, and I'm pretty sure this is what he was talking about, because he said there's 2 spikes through them to keep them fixed into the ground. They're probably growing something in there, something or the other, but he was talking about these. He said they're about 10 feet long, which this probably is. You just put them in the driveway, then you drive a couple spikes in. I decided to go with rocks instead of the wood, but seeing it in person is nice. Yeah, I'm just cruising around here, y'all. I love exploring all these old schools. Well, not old schools. This one's actually fairly new, but just closed schools, I guess. There's always like really fun property around them. You can do some off-roading. You can kind of test your technical skills on a motorcycle without putting in too much work. You don't have to drive to a dirt park or anything. You just cruise around and have fun. But overall, super satisfied with the 2022 Honda Grom. Like I said, this is just my first ride review, and I wanted to check in about that fuel economy to kind of prove that it is really good. So a real in-depth ride is coming soon, probably around the 250 mile mark. By then, I'll be very aware of its shortcomings and whatnot. Ooh, but let's get in here. I don't think there will be very many shortcomings, just judging by how good it's going already. I think this is just a good motorcycle. I think when it comes down to it, this is just a really good motorcycle for a really good price, and I would encourage people to really consider these. If you're thinking about getting a 250, maybe just get the 125. Save yourself some money, have a little bit more fun. This thing was nothing to insure. I have a pretty rough driving history. Go down to first for that. I have a pretty rough driving history. It tends to be expensive for me to insure things. I got this thing insured with full coverage for I think $150 for the year, so not bad. Less than the other bikes for sure. But I'm happy with it. I'm covered for anything insurance wise for not much money. It's pennies a month. The bike, not including all the dealer fees, was pennies. Like I said, it's a 1.6 gallon tank, and I'm doing 120 miles per gallon right now, even with hooning and going 2 up. So overall, this is a super economical package. If you're looking for basic transportation and your credit's decent enough, I would say just go out and finance one of these, honestly. You get like a $40, $50 a month payment for some good, reliable transport. You can go 2 up if you're in a pinch. You can honestly go up 2 up all right. Like, if you're a couple and this is your sole means of transportation, maybe not. But if you got a girlfriend, boyfriend, a friend that wants to ride every now and again, you can do it. It's totally possible. This bike is incredible. I'm really happy with it. Well done, Honda, especially on the redesign. This is the best looking Grom yet, in my opinion. But that's it for this one, y'all. I appreciate you coming with me on this quick little jaunt around here, messing around. I'm probably going to go do some wheelies off camera and kind of figure out where that clutch is, have some fun. But otherwise, y'all have a really good day. If you appreciated this video, if you liked it at all, please hit thumbs up for me. I need that support. And last but not least, please go ahead and hit subscribe if you haven't yet. And actually, not last but not least, because I got one more thing. Last thing is I need you to go out and have some fun, because life is short. It's too short to be all sad all the fucking time. Go out and do something fun for yourself. Don't worry about your waistline. If you want some ice cream, get some ice cream. Don't worry about your gas prices. If you got a fast car, chirp that thing a little bit. Go ride your bicycle. Go ride your motorbike. Go eat some pizza. Whatever it is that's going to put a smile on your face. Life is short. You can die tomorrow. Just go enjoy it while you can, you know? We'll figure out all the bullshit and drama and bills later. Just have a good time. That's what I need you to do. All right, y'all. See you on the next one. Peace.